Now, your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, here it is. Casey Key webcam showing some calm conditions out there, but occasionally showers moving through this afternoon. And this evening, things quieted down just in time for football Friday night. We're in a whole lot of storms out there and a beautiful sunset tonight. Photos sent in to pics at mysuncoast.com. Got a few of those right there. Suzanne getting this nice shot just as the sun was peeking below the horizon there. In Stonecastle, getting a few dark clouds there. So, as I said, a few isolated showers were around this evening, but most of the rain here along the west coast is over for the time being and should stay that way until tomorrow. Late afternoon, there's a chance we'll see some repeat performances of these showers and storms in the mix. The rain chance is a little higher for us on Saturday afternoon. 77 right now, the dew point 74. We have an east wind at 10, the pressure 30.03 inches. That is continuing to rise, and the high today was well above average as it has been all week long. It's 89 now, and 86 is our normal. 93 the record, and 75 was the morning low, which is well above the average typical low temperature this time of year, 69 degrees. Now, the rainfall hasn't been all that much for the month, but for the year it has, obviously, and we are looking at a little bit better chance for some scattered storms, at least in the afternoon and evening. The showers shouldn't be all that intense. Temperatures will be a few degrees above that average, right around 88 to 89 degrees here along the Sun Coast. Maybe just a little bit cooler in some coastal locations. Well, all is quiet in the tropics now. The Caribbean checks clear. The Gulf of Mexico, no problems there. We are watching this tropical wave now make its way off toward the west. You can see quite a bit of shear going on with the tops of these storms being blown off to the east at times. But we'll have to keep an eye on it. There's pretty deep convection right there just east of the islands, and this south of Bermuda doesn't have a chance at this point because of the strong shear in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Well, this storm continues to amaze. It's Ophelia, and it's still showing a well-distinct eye tonight on the satellite imagery. It continues to move off to the east-northeast right now, and top winds are still at 100 miles an hour as it makes its way, as I said, off to the east-northeast at 20, and the pressure is at 971 millibars. Forecast path and track take it off to the north, basically on Sunday, right toward Ireland, and it could be a fairly significant windstorm there. It won't be a tropical system at this point. It will become extratropical, meaning it won't have the tropical characteristics with that well-distinct eye, and also it won't be warm throughout its core at this point, but still a formidable storm with the wind field really expanding over the next 2 days, and that wind field will mean that a lot of people will get some strong winds up to 80, maybe 90 miles an hour in over Ireland. Now, the water temperatures for us are still very warm in the Caribbean at this point, into the mid to upper 80s at times, and that's not going to change until we get a strong cold front to barrel on through the Gulf of Mexico and then the Caribbean. So this will remain the area that we'll be watching very closely over the upcoming weeks. And the boating forecast looks like this. It'll be a bit breezy to start the day off under the waters at 15 knots, and then subside to 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas running 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop. And the water temperature now at 83 degrees. UV index will be an 8, and we'll see a few scattered showers late in the day, so be advised of that, boaters. Upcoming tide, a low tide at 3:04 and a high at 8:22, another low tide at 4:34, and sunrise at 7:30. So scattered showers out in the Gulf, otherwise generally fair, partly cloudy to fair conditions, 75 for a low. And tomorrow, cloudy late, but we'll start off with partly cloudy skies, high temperatures in the upper 80s, slightly above average with those afternoon showers and storms, and the rain chance is going to stay fairly high over the next several days, less of a chance on Thursday and Friday. Temperatures remaining above average. In fact, looking at the long-range forecast, doesn't call for much cooler weather for quite a while.